Welcome to Bike Talk with Dave. I'm your host, Dave Mabel, and I appreciate you tuning in each week to listen. Truly, I appreciate that. I am on my way down to Renegade cyclocross practice, and I just passed a whole family of deer. We have trails all through Des Moines and kind of go through the woods and along streams, and there's a big old family of deer right there. Kind of fun. Anyway, heading down a Renegade cross, and I don't know, this week I want to promote cyclocross. I'm stoked for the cross season. I wanted to share that stoke and see if we can give cross some positive mojo. So I'm heading off to Renegade cyclocross practice. Scott Sumpter is going to kind of explain what that is, and I'm just going to talk to people and see why they dig cross. So as people were either signing the waiver or taking a break from their laps, and quite frankly, super cool venue, but thought, why not ask people what they like about cross, what attracts them to it, what keeps them coming, and here's what they came up with. What do you love about cross?
I like the fast pace, and I just like the crowd, the hand-ups, and just the fun times.
All right, answer this question as long as you want, as deep as you want. Cyclocross because?
It's hard, fun afterwards. I don't know, makes you question everything in your life. Life choices, you know?
For 45 minutes?
Yeah, if that's all you sign up for, that's all I've signed up for. I haven't jumped up to the hour yet. So, yeah, just that. It's fun. You get to play bikes with friends on grass or dirt, and you hand up sometimes. Hand ups are cool.
Hand-ups are cool. Hand-ups are not a crime. All right, cyclocross because?
Road season's over.
Fair enough. That's actually where it came from. I mean, that's why people did cross. Do you like cross?
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
That you're not on the road. You can go anywhere you want.
Fair enough. Dig it. How about you, Dad? Cyclocross because?
Even roadies need bike handling skills.
Fair enough.
It really drives the endurance. It teaches you how to corner better, even though you're cornering completely opposite than the road. For the most part, the way you're braking and you're handling, you're moving. Presses that threshold just a little bit more that you don't get in the group ride. So, yeah, and you get an alternative to weather. You can race no matter what.
We did have a little rain on the way down here. I thought it might be wet, but it's dry as a bone, isn't it?
Absolutely. When you only get a quarter-inch of rain in 3 months, that's what you get.
That's right. All right, have fun tonight.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dave.
Fun racing. Team tactics can be fun, but if you're not really into that scene, then individual stuff is the way to go. I think cross nails it, and it's just good fun. Falling down, crashing your bike, can't beat it.
I love it.
Good times.
Thank you.
I found out about this sport about in 2015, and I was looking for something to do after gravel. It's in the fall time, and when I first saw it at the nightcap, I go, next year I'm doing that. And that's what I've been doing ever since.
You have been a regular out here.
It's been a lot of fun. I'm 65, so my goal is not to crash, because I've had plenty of crashes. Fortunately, I've always gotten up. But I like how they line you up to a race. They put the old timers in the back. That's fine with me. I don't care if I get lapped, that's fine. I'm just out there having fun because I can do it.
Love it. What's fun about it?
Being out in the fall, the community is just a lot of fun with the men, the women's. Love seeing the little kids ride. So that, I wish I would have been doing this back when I was, in high school, because of course it wasn't in the U.S. then, but it was going on.
Yeah. Who knew?
Yeah, who knew? Exactly.
Who
I'm
knew?
just glad I got in it when I did.
We're glad you did too.
Yeah, well, thank you, Dave.
Always a
Good-
pleasure, Steve.
Good to see you out there.
You too.
I like cyclocross because of the camaraderie. I feel like cyclocross is like the beer league softball team of like professional baseball, where it's like really fun and you get hand ups and I don't know, it's just silly and like the competition is there, but at the end of the day, everyone's still like cheering you on.
Do you do the competition?
Yeah.
And are you also a award-winning spectator?
I've given a few hand ups in my time, so hopefully that is in good spirits.
Awesome. Well, welcome to Iowa.
Thank you.
He's cracked a beer, Igo.
I did.
So that is a great intro to my question. What do you love about cross?
I love hanging out with the people that are here. I look forward to having a cold beverage afterwards with them. It's fun, it's challenging. It keeps me attempting to ride, although I never ride as much as I should.
All of us, right? All of us.
That is the case.
It is. Volante,
Yes.
what do you love about cross?
Pretty much the same thing Jared said. It's a little slower paced, low key group of people that aren't so focused on their watts and their training and their road bikes. You just come out here and have fun and beat yourself to death and have a beer after.
Kevin?
I like the courses, the different courses and the challenges and the obstacles and the layout and just the whole format of the lap course. And you can always see somebody ahead of you. You gotta always have someone to chase. It's kind of the opposite of a road race where the sprint comes first. And then you just settle in your pace and suffer on your own for the rest of it. But yeah, being outside this time of year, it's cooler, the weather's great. Hang out with your friends, have a cold one afterwards.
I love that. I've never heard anyone describe it like that, where the sprint comes first and then you ride by yourself.
That's the
road
hard-
racing, you ride by yourself, and
Yep,
well, then you don't sprint.
hardest part is the start.
Yeah, no doubt.
Don't go down, hang on to somebody's wheel.
Shelby, nice to see you tonight.
Good to see you, Mr. Mabel.
What do you like about cross?
What do I like about cross? It's hard. It's fun. I like that you ride till your eyeballs are going to bleed for about 45 minutes, and then you just have fun the rest of the day.
So caught up with Scott Sumpter, owner of the BikeIowa.com website, and he organizes a lot of this stuff. So let's have a chat with Scott.
You need to chat with him.
I do, yeah, no doubt. Dude, nice night tonight. It's good to see everyone. Scott Sumpter here. Hi, Scott.
Hey, Ray. How we doing?
So good. What's Renegade Cross?
Renegade Cross is a way that we practice for like other races. It's on Tuesdays. Starts the last week in August, like with a clinic, and it goes all the way through the first week in November, like when the time changes. And it's 2 hours of just lap after lap after lap, working on your handling skills, grass skills, cornering skills, and getting your cross heart off that gravel heart rate.
What's it cost to participate?
Zero.
How do we do that?
We have Bike Iowa has a big old insurance policy, umbrella policy that covers some of this, and then we pay the parks here and there for to rent the parks, and we can do that for the cycling community.
It's kind of cool because this year is unlike the past few years where we've had one home every week. This year, what's happening?
Correct. The past 7 or 8 years, we've always had it at Stone Park. It's a venue we always knew, always loved, and still love it. We just decided after COVID, the kind of participation kind of was dropping a little bit, and we kind of wanted to bring it back. We wanted to showcase some of the parks around Des Moines, so met with Des Moines Parks and Rec, and met with Waterworks, and met with West Des Moines, and now we've got 11 practices, and so far we got 9 different parks that we're gonna do, and we'll probably triple up on or double up on 3 of them at the end of the season. So yeah, just fresh venues, fresh spots. I mean, here we got a view of the Capitol. We got all this water around us. It's pretty cool. Yeah,
pretty.
Yeah, I like this. I like this park.
All right, so we, being Bike Iowa, have a little race coming up in a couple weeks. Tell us about that.
We do. It's Cap City Cross, Capital City Cross. We've had it at Stone Park for the past 7 or 8 years, and it's been in various parks before that. Way back when, if people remember the nightcap cross that was held at Mullet's back in the day, a night cyclocross race. This is at the same venue, just going to be during the day. It's unsanctioned, so you don't need any license. $20 to race. A, B, and C race, and then we've got a team relay cross in the afternoon on Saturday where 4 people join up and we do more laps. We got some fun shortcuts, weird picture combinations and opportunities, and all the proceeds from relay cross at $20 a person go to the Street Collective.
That's awesome. Will there be any anchovy juice?
They're not. Maybe some warm Dr. Pepper shaken up, powdered donuts. So
yeah. I had the pleasure of anchovy juice last year. That was bad.
You wanted to skip the bears, didn't you?
I didn't know what I was doing. They were just doing hand-ups, and I'd take it, and I got this oil all over me, and I drink it, and I'm like, oh, that was really horrible. What was that? It was not what I was
This year will be determined. You'll find out when you take the shortcut.
So can I ask a question? Why unsanctioned? Can I ask that?
So back in the day, back in my day, your day was way before my day, but back in my day, no,
how old are you, man?
I mean, yeah, 59. Back in, registration was large enough where you could pay for everything. You could be in the black at the end because you had so many folks. Well, now you don't have that, so you got to rely upon sponsors, and the sponsors aren't really covering the costs of everything: the cost of USAC, the cost of officials, the cost for folks to travel, the cost for the venue, cash payouts, all that kind of stuff. So now we've went to ABC, which is unsanctioned, so we do pay a separate insurance policy. It's a third of what USAC would probably cost us. There's not that many folks chasing points anymore, and I hate to say that. You got some juniors going to nationals, you got some masters, but there's not a whole lot of folks right now. So we're trying to bring the fun back into it, the grassroots, and hopefully get some more folks into it. We're really focused at the beginner level folks right now, is getting them into the sport, get them interested. Is where do they go after COVID? Why aren't folks showing up to be a little competitive?
So it's a great place to invite your friends who've never done it.
I think so. It's hard, but it's a fun hard.
Yeah.
You get done, you're like, whoo, man, I'm never doing that again. Then you show up next week.
But you've taken away the barrier of the high entry fee, no license needed. You can ride a mountain bike, you can ride a gravel bike,
really anything goes, but
bike.
Bar ends, that's about it. I don't know if I'd take a road bike with slicks on it, but Capital City Cross will be a tighter course, tighter twisty. It's a smaller venue, but it is one heck of spend your 30-40 minutes racing, have a couple beers, watch the next race that's faster than you, and then participate in relay cross and just have some fun with that. And it's tons of photo opportunities, tons of spectators will be there. It's a good weekend. It's a fun weekend, and it's all local. Mullet's is staying open late for us, so good place to have food and beers and hang out with friends and meet new ones.
Where's somebody find info?
BikeIowa.com.
I've never heard of it.
I know. That's what they call them old websites, man. They can still.
They work.
I got to pull start every morning, but it takes off. Choke it a little bit. She idles down pretty good.
I love it, dude. Thanks for all you do. Renegade Cross is awesome. It's like the definition of grassroots out here.
It's fun.
And gets people on their bike and introduced to cross. And I think Cap City is great stepping stone for the folks who are here tonight.
And there are other races in Central Iowa that are doing that same thing. They might be sanctioned on Saturday, but unsanctioned on Sunday. And there's a couple other talks of other unsanctioned. And nothing against USAC, nothing. Fees go up everywhere, but we're just trying to bring back a little cheaper, a little cheaper for us, a little cheaper for you, the racer, and just make it fun.
Why is cross awesome?
Man, that's a good question. It's hard as hell,
It's, It is when your ears are bleeding.
Jeez, you never wheeze so much, man. But yeah, it's some. If I could pick any discipline, it would be cyclocross. I'd pick that over gravel. Just the adrenaline rush of just going through the corners and just cornering on gravel and jumping a rock or bear. It's just just fun. And then you can see, pretty much, you can see the whole course. Like in a mountain bike race, you get into the trees, you don't see anybody for half an hour. Here you can look across and see your buddies, you can see the person you're trying to catch, you can see the person trying to catch you. You know, spectators can see everything and cheer, heckle.
Are hand-ups a crime?
Hand-ups are not a crime. There needs to be more hand-ups. Hand-downs aren't either.
I love it. All right, thanks, dude. Thanks again for all you do.
Good stuff.
Renegade.
Thanks for all you do.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Later.
Well, that wraps up our show tonight. Now, get into cross. If you're into cross, invite somebody new. Get them hooked up in your local scene. If you don't have a local scene, make a local scene. We used to do Renegade Cross. Literally, we'd shoot an email out back when email was a way we would communicate, saying, tonight we're going to meet at XYZ Park. We'd go set out some flags, incorporate the natural features, stairs, sand, gravel, hills, and we'd ride around for an hour or two. It was a great local scene. It's grown into Renegade Cross that you heard Scott talking about tonight. It's easy to do. Pick a night and just do it. And invite your friends. They can ride mountain bikes, they can ride gravel bikes, they can ride cross bikes, they can ride hybrids. It just doesn't matter. You heard everybody. It's fun, it's hard, it's a great workout, and we share camaraderie and beers afterwards. It's awesome. So I'd encourage you also to check out the Pro Cyclocross calendar. It's on usacycling.org, and that begins this weekend. And there is racing just about every weekend through September, October, November, into December, which gets us ready for Cyclocross Nationals in Louisville, Kentucky, December 5th through 10th. And don't forget, if you're in Iowa, the weekend of September 23rd and 4th, head down to Des Moines to Mullet's Bar. It is awesome. We'll have a great venue set up. It is so much fun there. People drinking beer, music, and watching cross racing. It's awesome. For $20 you can hop in. You don't need a license for it. So I'd encourage you to get involved in cross and invite all your friends to get involved in cross. Find somebody who hasn't experienced cross and invite them to something cyclocross, a race, a practice. Just go ride in the park. Again, I want to thank you all for listening. If you want to support the show, please do so by rating, reviewing, and subscribing. And follow along on Instagram and Facebook. And of course, what's kind of new here, but I am publishing every week, is our YouTube channel. So you can look for Bike Talk with Dave on YouTube, and it will be posted each week if you enjoy getting your podcasts that way. If you want to support the show financially, head on over to buymeacoffee.com and look for Bike Talk with Dave and drop a few pennies in the cup. Truly appreciate it. Helps keep the show going and keeps me motivated to do another episode next week. You can always go to biketalk.bike. We have all of the episodes there. You can listen to them streaming on your computer. You can hit them on your phone, your favorite podcast platform, whatever you want. So just remember that nothing compares to the simple pleasure of riding a bicycle. Have a great week and enjoy a little cyclocross.